Hey everybody, it's Jonathan. So in today's video, I have a message from Serapis Bey, and I wanted to talk a little bit too about how I met him. So I was watching one of Amanda Ellis's videos recently where she was talking about Serapis Bey and a lifetime that she had had with him in Atlantis. And recently I had my own experience with memories in Atlantis, and it a little bit different from what most people experience. So I want to share. Um, I actually met myself at that time. So, from my understanding, we communicated while he was asleep, so as to not disturb the conscious mind at the time. Um, we talked about his desire to create a unified lens between the heart, third eye, and crown chakra. So, combining the three so that all things you do come from the heart. Um, you know, Me being the future version of him, I know that he did not succeed in that lifetime. Not that he didn't try, but at that time, and I felt it, it was overwhelming a little bit. All the cyborg implants from lives before that Atlantis life, um, the dark magic matrices, and everything else that was still with me at the time, that there's no way that he probably was aware of any of that. But I felt the resonance in what was left in my own body. Not the technologies, but let's say the traumas and karmas. There was a resonance. And it helped me to be aware of them and clear a lot of it. So it was a very powerful experience for me. But in interacting with him, he was talking about the temple in Atlantis. And I felt this beautiful sapphire blue current all around me coming from him. And come to find out, I'm sure that many of you have heard here and there that in Atlantis people were trying to bridge the heart and the mind in their ascension. So the sapphire wave, well, actually, before I begin, sapphire wave had something to say about itself too. Now then, let me pull this up. Alright. I am not a thing apart, but a current within the soul. I am the memory of purity, of truth unbroken, of the song that heals without effort. I am not owned by Atlantis, nor by time, but live wherever the heart surrenders into stillness. Let them know that to enter me is not to escape, but to remember. So, sapphire wave is something to hold in reverence, and it is not something separate from you. I also recently learned that the flames, like the violet and the purple, even the black flame, they're actually already alive inside of every soul. Um, like, I don't know how to explain it except to say divine constituents that make us who we are. So the temple was dedicated to the sapphire wave. So, like the divine flames, we've also got divine, like, currents, fluid, like water. And in this case, the sapphire wave helps to bridge the mind and the heart. So, while I was reviewing memories and whatnot, I saw and I smelled the incense that we burned in the temple. And it was powerful. It was psychoactive, but more so than that, it was attuned to the sapphire wave. And it was beautiful. You know, Sapphire Wave says that it isn't seeking fame or anything like that, but as it said, if you would like to connect with it, go within in reverence in your own heart, in the stillness. So, later I did find out I was also there with Serapis Bey. At the time, though, I'm gonna be honest, I was probably the misfit in the temple. My energies were not pleasant. But luckily, everyone loved me anyway. So, when I see Serapis Bey, he is a beautiful white dragon, and his scales have this blue sheen to them. And he feels amazing. I know that Amanda Ellis said that that Serapis Bey reminds her of Archangel Metatron, or it may have been somebody else that said that, but he doesn't feel like Archangel Metatron to me. Archangel Metatron, and I love him. He feels like divine order without control. Like, if there was such a thing as perfection, like you can feel the matrices here, the gold, the beauty. He's beautiful. So, here's Serapis Bey's message. Resistance no longer serves. The time to heal is now, beloved ones. We grace you with our fires and help when it is needed or asked for. Release your fears and lack of self-worth. You are worthy of our aid, and we offer it with love. Step into the light with us and celebrate with joy the beginnings of a new world. You are not alone. Call upon us, and we will serve with your highest good in heart and mind. Here, there was the bridge again. We want to see you heal and offer our help freely. Rest assured, your world is changing, and you are along with it. We are with you always, beloveds in love. And Serapis Bey is awesome. Maybe you can feel him through me right now. Anyways, there was a lot of energies in this video. Let me know if you felt anything, or if you've made a connection within. Alright, I'll be back.